We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the steel setting, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Tucker McCann's got it set up and ready to go. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. On first down, it's Haskins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Short little throw to Ebron. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
36-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
25 yards the pick up there and also a 1st down. Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They go play action now. Haskins. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Andrew Billings able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. After the sack on first down, Haskins. He gets it complete to Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Check back 11, check back 11. Here we go. Field right. Check back 11, check back.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. No return here for Claybrooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Chubb on the counter. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. These two teams all tied after 1. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Cleveland.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. To throw, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And in this very... cold night air. How much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action with Haskins. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Browns drive about to get started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. Chubb will get the call running left, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Ray McLeod deep for Pittsburgh. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Steelers first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Haskins. Completion here to Claypool. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try and run with Harris, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Steelers have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments in the second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Play fake, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019. Fourth fastest in the NFL. And he flashed the big-time speed again there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change their mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Harris. The strong running. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Short little throw to Ebron. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, this is Harris. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They run again with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On play action, Haskins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Check back 11, check back 11. Check back 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A give. This is Chubb. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Tackle made by the longtime member of these Browns, Joe Schobert.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go play action. Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Big third down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Mayfield. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Mayfield now. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Play action. Haskins. He finds his target, Ebron. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now Balaj. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Come on. Back 40, back 40. Check. He's coming, So we got man.
They go play action now. Haskins. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this.
Check back. Hey, watch the screen.
4th down. Here's Haskins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A give running right is Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. McCann's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now to be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.